Hello, you divine infinite human beings. You are all that is, ever has been, and ever shall be. Hi, I'm here with the Keek. Say hi, Keek. In Palermo, Sicily. And I'd like you to, if you're just joining me, take a nice deep breath, breathing in I am, and exhaling peace. And again, breathing in I am. And exhaling infinite. Breathing in I am. And exhaling truth. Breathing in I am. And exhaling love. And once again, I want you to breathe in I am. And with the two most powerful in the world, words in the universe, manifest your reality. I am God. Breathing in, I am sovereign. And I am free. Hello. How are you? I have some visitors. Hello. Hi, Reese. I love your posts. I just want you to know. I really enjoy it. And I'm just here to kind of provide a moment of reflection and inspiration to remind us of the truth behind all the distractions that are going out there in the world. And boy, is it a big distraction. It's like watching a sci-fi movie. Deadly virus, world lockdown, mandatory injections, green pass, okay? So all these are just really distractions to stop you from remembering. Oh, hi, Susan. From remembering how divine you are, from remembering how infinite you are, from remembering that you hold the divine magic pen that is writing your future, which is writing your life. You are divine infinite source. The Christ that you've been waiting is within, and now the second coming is the coming of the light, Christos light body within you, that is now being activated by our amazing solar activations, by this amazing time period with which we are now in. I don't know if anyone's noticed, but the sun is brilliant, white hot, with a lot of kind of a purplish pink and blue imprints on it, which are actually activations for to activate your 12-stranded cellular DNA. So this is the truth that is being, with the magic trick, you're being distracted while they're trying to herd you into their finite ascension based on fear, based on artificial technology, to circumvent your divine, to distract you from the divine technology which is within you, the true magic that you hold within you, okay? So you are powerful, and you don't have to subscribe to this finite narrative that is being spun all around us, that you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to do this. Whenever you feel like you have to do something, it's not coming from God's source, okay? You don't have to do anything. In fact, it's time to just relax into the peacefulness that you know, the knowingness of divine infinite truth that you can embody. It's a frequency. Truth is a frequency. Love is a frequency. God is a frequency. The infinite is the infinite frequency of all that is, ever has been, and never shall be, that you have inside of you. So the truth is very simple, really, so I don't have to spend a lot of time spinning it. I love you guys. Because it's simple. If you are looking to anything outside of you to save you, it's false. All right? The always within you. Infinite is within you, okay? So if you're looking to a injection that's going to cure you, that's going to save you, that's going to protect you, if you're looking to a president, yes, I know, a POTUS, that's going to take out the cabal, the evil cabal, and make everything safe again. If you're looking for the Christ, who's going to come and rid the world of the evil and, save you and will reside. I was writing in my book today about Revelations, and it literally says, God comes down from heaven to be among his children. God is not outside of you, okay? The Word of God, it's not the Word. It says in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God. The Word was with God, and the Word was God. The Word is a vibration, a frequency of God, which is inside of you, which is just in all things, and which is in Kiki, right, Kiki? Yes, Kiki's divine spirit. My divine spirit, everyone's divine spirit. It's all around us. It's in everything. It's that force, the force be with you. Oh, sorry, that's Vulcan. So it's not something you have to chase after. It's not something you have to wait for. It's not something you have to, serve penance? What is the whole, I'm sorry, I'm in Catholic world, so it's like do the rosary and sacrifice yourself for, you have to make blood sacrifices for you, okay? I'm a little bit religious today, but that's because I'm in Catholic world and I'm supposed to be here. So, anytime you see a Christ, an image of Christ, it should be a reminder. It needs to be a reminder. It's a symbol of the Christ within you. Anytime you see a crucified Christ, a man writhing in agony with blood dripping from his orifices hanging on a cross, that is a blood sacrifice, satanic blood ritual of the sacrificing, getting you to, when you kneel to that, when you pray to that, you are celebrating the sacrificed Christ. You are sacrificing the Christ within you. So all this religion, all this politics, all this health care is just a game, a show. Enjoy the popcorn. If you like to watch it, fine, enjoy the popcorn, because it is a show to keep you distracted with the magic act away from the power that is within you. And I know it's a difficult time because we're actually seeing separations happening, and many of us are facing that. We're seeing loved ones, family members, friends, colleagues, the people, the humanity, the population in general, making choices because they have free will. And the choices might not be aligned with our choices. But if we can just realize they're just reading another book. We're all stories in the mind of God. And, they're reading a book. And it's a book that we've probably read many, many, many times. And we're really tired of it. We don't want to read that book anymore. It's like, okay, I know the ending of this book. I don't want to read it anymore. So that's okay. We don't have to get angry, and we have to also, even though they might not be joining us on our journey through our new book, we have to just let them go because they have free will. We can't choose their books for them. We can't choose their stories, right? Libraries are supposed to be free. Not anymore, but they're supposed to offer whatever people want to read, okay? So if we were to censor them in their story, we would be as guilty as those who are censoring the story now, the truth. And that is another thing. Now, you may feel, as I have, and anyone that knows me knows I've been extremely active in 2020, to the point of, standing on a street corner without my muzzle shouting out in Italian what was going on, because I knew what was going on from the get-go. And, if you feel like called to do that, definitely do. Definitely do. And that might be a moment-to-moment thing. So many of us feel called to speak the truth, to wake people up, to repel people, which you really can't do, but and that's part of the rebalancing in a world of duality, because we are the 3D earth, which is still the finite earth, which is still intact around us, is very much one of duality. So as we see that all the truth, all the alternative books, stories, perspectives are being deleted, censored, erased, and those, especially physicians, scientists, healthcare workers, are being literally muzzled, some of them even killed in their attempt to get this truth out to people. So that is definitely a part, and it's an old trauma. It's been going on this planet for eons, so it's part of it. And many of us listening, Susan, Reese, I'm sure for many lifetimes in the past, we have actually sacrificed ourselves, martyred ourselves to get this truth, to save people, to help people. And that was a part of the old archetypical programming and paradigms of our finite earth, which we are now, the 3D earth that we are now stepping off of. And if you feel like that, please don't martyr yourself. I know, I did it. I've done it for so long. I'm like class act martyr. And that whole crucifixion thing that I began with, which is the symbology of this martyrdom for other peoples. The Christ sacrificed themselves for others. It's something we really need to put to death, put an end to within ourselves. And it's not over till it's over for you. So I can't tell you stop it. I mean, I can say I've stopped it. I've come, and it's brought me a great deal of peace to feel like I don't have to save someone, because, like I said, they have a right to read their chosen novel. Really, that's what they're doing. And if you want to tell them, you can. I just saw a very interesting letter that someone wrote to about why they chose to be vaccinated. And, I can just say it was the epitome of stupidity. They said, I don't care what's in vaccinations. I don't know what's in McDonald's and I eat it. I don't know what's in my hot dogs and I eat it. I don't care what they put in the vaccinations for my children. And, there are a lot of people on this planet that are going to continue in that finite, ignorant mindset, and they have a right to, because they're just going to stay in what I call the 3D earth, the three-dimensional earth, locked into the whole paradigm of time, space, everything solid. Time exists, and that is part of their journey. They don't want to finish it, and they have a right to. So perhaps at your own pace. Everyone's further ahead on the book, but in the story, that at your own pace, you may slowly extract yourself more and more from that finite 3D earth, and I have just been doing that. I mean, I look out there and I see the insanity of humanity, the stupidity of the humans, as I think Einstein said, the human is infinitely stupid, but we are infinite beings, really. So when you step out of that, when you decide to step out of that, and you just look at what's going on, like an old book that you've been reading that you just pick up once in a while and say, oh yeah, I know how that ends. I mean, I know the script. I know where it's going. I know how it ends. And it's boring for me. It's just lost its glamour. It's lost its interest. For some it hasn't, but for me it has. So then if you're getting to that point where you're just tired of 3D earth and the trauma and the she's tired too, she's a sleepy. Oops, shit, sorry. Lost you guys. Anyway, the punchline is, if you're tired, perhaps it's time to just completely weigh anchor from finite earth. Sure, you have to be in it every once in a while, but I'm just spent this last week pretty much in my villa or going to the ocean and swimming or in nature and just totally grounding myself, but in the higher dimensions of the fifth dimensional earth. And those people, we're going to become the key builders, the founders, laying the foundation of the new infinite earth. And it is time to do that. So when you're tired of playing the martyr, the savior, because I learned from my father, who was a psychotherapist and a transactional analysis therapist, one of the first things I ever learned from him was rescuers end up victims. Rescuers end up victims. Rescuers end up victims. It's pounded into my brain at a very young age. And it's true, because you really can't red pill anyone, red pill enema people. I mean, I've just finished a book, which is a full disclosure, because I felt like I needed to put it into words, written. I mean, if they can write, reduce carbon to stone, reduce the population to 500 million on the Georgia Guidestones, I can put into words full disclosure. So those who want to know, connect the dots, can put it together from a spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical level. What's happening. And now I'm ready, and I think many of you are feeling that. My book really was kind of to gather together the founders, the builders of the new earth, and as we come out, as we're harvested, as the chaff is separated from the wheat, as they say in the Bible, as we are pulled out from the mire and the gook and the goo and the mess of the finite earth, we will feel so free. It will be like letting go of a huge weight. And really, I think for me and many of us heart-based star seeds, okay? We have star missions that we are now supposed to be about. And we've been, wasting, well, I don't want to say wasting, we've been wanting to save people because we are heart-based. We care about our fellows. But if any of you are like me, and I've been doing this a long time, over 60 years, let me just say. Yeah, I'm getting younger, okay, so don't worry. But oh my God, I tell you, I have been doing this for so long. Same people, my same family members for so long, and they haven't budged, they haven't budged. So why are you pouring your energy in people who are not, and don't want to, and have the choice not to? Let's start pulling our energy out when you're ready into creating, using our creativity, using our visions. We all are. I'm sure you're busting full of visions. Everyone has been, having little visions poking into their minds, their brains, in their sleep, in their waking state. I had the most incredible vision the other day, and it was like, wow, this is exciting, I mean, how long? It's like we're watching the death, okay, we have to grieve. We're watching the death of a finite 3D earth. That's what we're witnessing, and it's sad, okay? Yeah, boo-hoo. It is sad. I mean, come on, we've all been grieving. And we still do grieve every once in a while. But hey, once the grief's over, once you anchor and cut the weight, the heaviness of this earth that's been pulling you down, and the souls that you've been dragging along with you, dragging like barnacles on your on the undercarriage of your ship, that's navigating to the stars, and you've been dragging this behind you, and they don't want to come. So why are you forcing people to come with you that don't want to? I can't believe, I didn't think this would be coming out, but it's coming out pretty strong. But I think, that's something we have to come into grips with, that we're seeing the oil and the water separate, and people are choosing not to come along into the higher frequencies. So it's time to start following your visions, opening up, just saying, yes, infinite source, I'm ready. Tell me what I'm supposed to do. How can I be of service? Because that's another division. We're seeing people who are service to themselves separating away from service to others. And so we that are service to others, what a party we're going to have. How wonderful to be, instead of wasting our time with narcissists and vampires who've been sucking up our energy. Wouldn't it be fun to won't it be wonderful to all get together and think, how can we make something that's a win-win situation for everyone? How can we properly take care of our children, the future of the planet, our animals, our nature, our trees, our oceans, our water sources? How can we create clean technology that works in harmony with nature, and homes and buildings and communities that are one with nature, in harmony with nature, and how can we create wonderful creative entertainment and education. Oh my God, it's infinite. The possibilities are infinite. So I said my story. If you like what I said, please share it. And if you're not already on my website, hi Darla. Oh, thank you. Party at mine then. Yeah, okay, Susan, great. Little party hardy. Vampires. Yeah, really. And who hasn't been, out of our good intentions, out of love, we've been brought into this spell and this web of deceit and been fed upon by these vampires. So just think how much more energy you're going to have to actually create something wonderful, magnificent, when your energy is not being sucked out of you by people who don't deserve it. All right. And one last thing I'll say, many of us star seeds, time to blossom. It's time to blossom, star seeds, because we have had so many gifts and talents that we've been ashamed of, embarrassed of, when we've discarded to try to fit into this broken, inverted, upside down, anti-life, anti-Christ, finite 3D earth, okay? Which is now crumbling. So actually, I'm going to say it after you get through the grieving, okay? It's time to party. It's time to celebrate, because it's going away. And now it's time for you to stop hiding all your uniqueness, all your gifts, all your wonderful, your unique thumbprint that you have that nobody else has, like a snowflake. You are unique, and you need to start celebrating it, because the finite earth is becoming much too difficult to fit into. I mean, you are having to actually become an AI life form now to fit into it, and it's time to just, how many things do you need to do? There's passes that show your, stamps, chips, whatever, okay? It's like, sorry, how low can you go? Not, okay? So now, hey, it's time to party, okay? It's time to be the infinite, divine, infinite human, divine, infinite source created you to be, okay? Thank you, sweetheart. Yes, well, thanks to you, Susan. And now we can help each other instead of having to help people who don't even want our help. We can help each other as we all co-heal. We become the new co-healers of the planet, and we move into a new healing modality that my husband, a physician, Peter Monroy, and I wrote about in our book, The Pathway Home, because it's time for the new healers to come forward and co-heal, not take responsibility for others, but co-heal, help people to heal themselves mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. All right, so new healers emerge, star seeds blossom. Yes. Okay. Ciao for now, everybody. Ciao, ciao.